Crack on, Harry.
I'll go back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. See you later.
Enjoy sit down.
See you later. Do you want to sit down? I've got to stand up. Flipping out, he just wants all my life. I just turned into the boy now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Right, we are into school holidays, which can only mean one thing. I've got a helper with me, but he's not with me in this tractor. Where is he? You better look over my shoulder in a minute and see a tractor arriving behind me, because we've got a special convoy going on. So we're off mowing. Well, I'm off mowing. So I'm mowing the hay fields because the weather's looking okay-ish, and Hazza is coming behind with the tedder on the 265. So he's just coming through the gateway now. Right, if you're watching this on a small screen on a mobile phone, he's the dot about there. He's through the gateway. If you're watching this on a 40-inch telly, you might be able to make out a tractor over my shoulder, but he'll be here in a minute. So basic plan is I'm battling down the grass. Harry then is going to wait until I finish doing one of the paddocks, then he's going to start tedding it. We're keen to try and get this all down, because I'm a bit worried about the window of opportunity on this hay this year, because the living weather's been so unsettled. I'm looking at the forecast and I've got a break of sort of 3 days maybe where it's good weather. Definite anyway. So the weathermen say definitely going to be okay. So what we're going to do, we're making one field or one field in the little paddock into little bales of hay, and the other field is going to be big bale hay, because I want some small bales of hay for the cattle in the little sheds and stuff. They're very handy, so we'll always make some. Yeah, I can just see Harry there. There he is, just there. Woo! We'll see him in a minute. Right, we're at the hay meadow now. This normally is done earlier in July, but just because of the weather, I've had to hold off. Right, let's get out and have a look. Right, let's get this open. You can see how wet it was in the winter. Look, there's big ruts I made here when I was going through with the hedge trimmer. And now look, bone dry. But here's Harry. Here he is, let's go and have a look. Now he's got to learn, this is something he's got to try and do. He's gonna have, oh no, big schoolboy error. What? You need to lift that up because you're changing the tines, remember?
Oh yeah.
Right. So while I'm tedding, mowing, Harry's got, you're gonna lift it up. Harry's got to alter the tines on this for the tedding position. I'll show you in a minute. Start her up. Have you got the stop in? Thank you. Right. Right, lift up. All right. Okay. Right. So we've done a couple, but basically, there's the chart here. Where is it? Oh, it's all. Look at that. There's the chart, Harry. Come around here and have a look. There's the chart. Look. It tells you raking, tedding. Now you're tedding, aren't you? Can you see that? So that's raking position, which is in at the moment up there. When we do in tedding position, that one's got to be down the bottom hole. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what you got to do, you got to brace. Put. Can you bend down? What you got to do is you got to wiggle. They're quite hard. No. It's a like that motion. Put your hang on. I'll show you. Put your hands down on that grip on the bottom. That's it. Keep pulling. Keep going. Keep going. Now the hardest bit is the. Yeah, that's it. This is the hardest bit. You got to. Is shifting it around because that spring is putting all the tension on there, and then just give it a wiggle so it goes into place. All right. Mm-hmm. Do you think you can manage to do all those while I go mowing?
It might take me a while.
Oh, you got ages. If you find any loose ones, let me just wait and see you do one while I'm. You want to. Yeah, that's it. Get your knee into it. That's it. You got it. Keep going. Oh, come on, Harry. The whole audience is willing you on in YouTube land. Come on, Harry. Come on, Az. This is a. They all have this as a young farmers competition. Come on, Az. Come on. Oh, you let it go. Come on, Az.
Stay.
Come on. Pull. Pull. Pull.
I am.
Now, let me hold that. Right. You. Do you think I? Oh. Come on, Az. You nearly got it. Come on. Oh, come on, mate. Come on. Pull. Pull. That's it. There you go. All right. Okay. There you go. Right, mate. I'm going to go mowing. I'm going to leave you to it. Right. That's actually quite a difficult job doing that. Half of it is technique and the other half is actually strength. And he's got the strength but he hasn't got the technique quite. That comes in practice, doesn't it, like everything. Just ask my wife. Good job she doesn't watch these videos. Right, I'm going into battle now. Let the battle commence. Will there be any ragwort out here, I wonder? Quite possibly. Right, so we're doing this little paddock first. Oh look, I said that, and there's a flipping piece of ragwort down there, look. Typical, isn't it? Right, let's get this down. I love this. It just goes down, look. Woo! Right, I'm going to pull that bit of ragwort out first. It's just another bit there, look. I might not get the roots, but at least I've got it out of the way of the grass for now. Oh, I've got most of the root. Right, let's get mowing. There's always some ragwort somewhere on the farm. It's just keeping it under a lid. You don't want that getting established in your farm, really. Right. Okay. Okay, let's go. This is a good thick piece of grass out here. Going to go very fast. Don't want to. It's not a race. We'll have a better look when we finish. I had a curry last night and quite a few pints with my mates, and I'm kind of feeling a little bit jaded. I'm not feeling. Well, this is actually perfect weather for it, perfect thing to do on. I'm not feeling like doing anything too energetic, but this is actually alright for an afternoon or morning, isn't it? A bit of dossing on the mower. But how nice to have Harry with me on a kind of like team corn-knock kind of thing. He's going to be doing what I would be doing afterwards. And do you know what? He was willing me to get. He was really worried that I was going to make the hay while he was still at school, because he wanted to come and do the tedding in the 265, and he was really worried that he'd miss it because he was at school. Well, luckily he's not missed it and he's going to be a big part of it. The other thing as well is I am going to try and get the 35 out down here on the other. We've got a second tedder, so my plan is to actually get the 35 out of storage. They sat on a trailer at the moment, but is to go tedding with the 35, and that will probably be the first time that tractor's been in this field for 20 plus years, because it used to do stuff like that. So that's quite exciting. I don't know whether the PTO works though. That's something I've got to check out, because I'm assuming it works, because I think the guy used to use it on a topper or something like that, the guy I got it back from. But I don't know whether it actually will be okay. We'll find out. I've just seen another cheeky bit of ragwort in the mix. Right, we'll stop in a minute and have a look at this grass. See if how Harry's doing with his tether there. Right, I'm battling on anyway.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Hello, I'm here. Are you coming in, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shut the door then. Shut the door, Les!
What tree?
Grassman, I know. Grassman shirt, eh?
You've left the thing on.
Handbrake on, yeah. Oh, my farm manager's telling me off. Right. Okay, we ain't got much more to do. There's some ragwort needs pulling out in a bit. How have you gone with the tedder?
Good.
Have you done them all?
No, I've done about 1.5.
1.5? What, 1.5 road?
Yeah.
That's alright. They are difficult, aren't they?
Yeah.
Would you recommend that as a job?
No.
No.
Especially the second rotor, they have a lot of ones which only have one
time? Well, they snapped off, haven't they?
So it's really hard
Yeah.
to do those.
Alright, well, I'll come and have a look before you go tedding, alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's get on. We'll battle on with this and then do this little. Are you gonna start rowing up when I've done this little paddock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tedding.
We're not rowing up, tedding yet. Alright. Alright, well I'll carry on with this and then we'll stop. Not that much to do out here. Not much. Right. I messed up. I haven't pulled the ragwort out. I've mowed it. But it's in the, you can see it in the there you are, Harry's got it. You can see it in the forage. And there's another bit over there. So Harry's got to find the other bit. There it is. Where is it? I'm sure it's over here somewhere. Unless I've mistaken buttercup for it. That'd be bad farming, wouldn't it? If I can't tell the difference between buttercup and ragwort. That's some messed up. Perhaps it is buttercup. He can't find either. I reckon I saw the yellow of buttercup and thought it was ragwort. Oh, Wally. Anyway, right. I'm gonna finish this little bit in a minute and then Harry can get tedded. Right. I've just realised I haven't done the headland yet. Whoa. Yes.
That's because you mowed the modes.
I know, I messed up.
You did up there as well.
It's a mess up. Well, I was trying to, I couldn't see the bit. Ooh, that's not very nice, is it?
I got it.
Yeah, chuck that in the hedge. So this isn't great. It's gone down. It's lead flat. It's very wet underneath. Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll come good, but it's not going to be the best. There's too much buttercup in this. Look at this. I realised this needs sorting out. So this is very old pasture down here, and it's gone past its best. It either needs a reseed or it certainly needs the buttercup sorting out. There's more buttercup than grass in here, and it's very wet underneath because what's happened is, unfortunately, I've mowed it later than I would like to mow it. Ideally, I would have mowed it about 3 weeks ago. The grass has gone down on it, on the ground, and it's going to take a bit of drying. The hay quality will be fine because we're only sort of using it for a few calves and things. It's not a problem with the hay, but with hindsight, I think I messed up a little bit. What I should have done is that grass I let the heifers into to graze the other week. What I probably should have done is mown that for hay and then let them into here, which isn't so good quality, because it would have made better hay over there. What do you think, farm manager?
You messed up.
I messed up. summarised very nicely by Harry. I've messed up. I haven't messed up. This would be good hay.
Yeah, but it's all stalky.
Yeah, well.
Much grass.
Yeah.
More other stuff.
Okay, right. Well, I'm just going to go around the headland once, and then you can bring your tedder in, and we've got to finish setting that up, haven't we? All right. Yep. Are you going to walk back up to the tedder?
Yep.
I'll meet you up there. All right. Where did you find that?
Middle of the field.
Is that the first victim? Quite fresh. I think maybe I
left it there so then like a bug could come.
Oh yeah, that's true. That'll be gone. It's still warm.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
Just died.
Just died of a heart attack, probably. Where did you find it? Just
in the middle of the field.
Did you know what? That's what the barn owls eat.
Yeah.
And the barn owl barn is just over there. So that's there you go. And when we're mowing, we might find you might see red kite or buzzers later. Right, let's go see how you got on with this.
Someone can have a snack.
It's a snack for a wild animal.
Lunch.
You could have that.
I don't fancy it.
So you like what you got for lunch?
I'll probably just have a sandwich.
Good plan. Mouse sandwich. Go on, have a mouse sandwich. There you go. I'll give you a tenner.
Oh, good.
What would you have with a mouse if you had a mouse sandwich? Mayonnaise?
Oh,
cheese?
yeah, mayonnaise.
Cheese. You can have cheese with a mouse sandwich.
No, because that would be mean.
Oh, well, it's dead. It won't appreciate it.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know.
No. Right, how have you got on with these?
Oh, I've done this one.
How many are done? Oh, they're all done. Okay, that's good.
That one.
And how many have you done in here?
I think one.
All right. What happened then? Did you just give up?
No, these ones, it's harder to keep grip.
Why?
Because like you're pulling it this way.
Yeah, what difference does that make?
See, look, and it just falls.
I think I hit the camera with the thing and it stopped working. But there you go, are you impressed? Yes, Dad, that's amazing. You're a really skillful operator.
How you can do the rest.
Oh, thank you. Here you are. Right, you have this. Right. Right. If anyone's wondering why it was covered in dirt, it's because when the field I was doing had loads of molehills in it. So, and it was also quite wet. So when I went out there, all the mud from the molehills ended up on the tedder. Not ideal. Ooh, lens cap's on. Right, sorted that out. That's all set up for Harry. I've just warned him. I just remember there's a lot of blackthorn on the edge of here. So I've asked him to do the headland last on both these fields, because then if we get a puncture, we've got time to sort it out before we need to use it again. If I had loads of time, I wouldn't probably ted this today. I'd probably just leave it as it is. But I think actually, with the time frame, I'm worried about the weather. We're going to ted it today. Partly because the bottom side you can see back there was quite wet, so I want to get that exposed to the air really as soon as I can. But Harry's keen to get going as well. He doesn't want to hang around. Here he comes. And we got the benefit of the brand new tyre on the front there as well, which will make a massive difference. I'm sure you'll all agree. You can't tell the difference now. It's got muck on it. You can't tell it's a new tyre. Someone said, why didn't I change both tyres? Well, realistically, there isn't as much wear on the other tyre as the one that I replaced. It wasn't worth changing the tyres. It really wasn't worth changing both. No, he's going to be... Oh, hang on, I haven't got it. Hang on, Harry! 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 Hang on. I forgot it, we've got it in transport mode, so if you put it down, I've got to flip that, put it down and then reverse back a little bit. Right, reverse back a bit. There you go, you're ready to go. Oh, the phone's going now. Right, I'll be back in a minute. That call was a waste of time, there wasn't anyone there, so I always wonder whether that's a way of getting you to ring back on some premium rate number. But anyway, we've got Harry going on this now. Here we go. I told him to take it steady, any banging. There we go. There we go, look at him go. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's better, Ted out. Get some air into it. Because otherwise, lead down is just lead flat. This is sort of fluffed it up a bit already, look. This will make fine hay for sure for our cattle. Good enough. I just wish you can't wish your time away. I just wish we could have mown it 3 weeks ago when it was in a better state. But hey ho. By the time this is baled, you won't see all this sort of the grey claggy bits and stuff, or the brown claggy bits and stuff. You'll just see a whole lot will go to one colour and it'll look fine. Right, there's Harry. I wonder if he's remembered to stay out. One row out. There he is. Massey power. He's happy. These are the jobs I learned on. And it's a nice job for a young lad, a bit of tedding, because it's fair, like I said before, if you do mow it, not mowing, I don't want to do mowing, he's too young for that. If you do basically chain arrowing, tedding, rolling, it's pretty hard to mess that up, and it's quite a nice little job for a young lad to do. Right, I'm gonna, hang on, God, I can't see any it's named ragwort out here. There's no yellow in this field, which is good. Too much buttercup though. I'm just going to have a treatment of spray next. I don't like using spray on the farm really, but there comes a point where it needs must. And this field, the buttercup is sort of taken over, as you can see there. I guess, you know, in the olden days that was what they dealt with all the time. Everything was buttercup, they couldn't spray, whereas I've got the luxury, I can go for a crop that is more grass than weed. Of course, if you're organic, you have to live with what you've got, don't you? And then you probably would plough this or something to put it into a new lay, but can't spray it off, can you, before you plough it? There's a lot of buttercup in here, I can see. It definitely needs some attention. Right, anyway, we're going to crack on. Yeah, it needs a spray next spring. Worried. I've just seen some pheasants in the grass, baby pheasants. Let me get out. Oh, flipping, the wing mirror is cool. Right, what I've got is a clutch of pheasants, as they call them, a mother and babies. This is always the worry with mowing. Right, I don't want to damage hurt these babies. Can we see them? Look, there's the mum. They're all in the grass. I can hear them. I can hear them sheeping. Oh, flipping it. That's the last thing I want. There they are, look. You can hardly see them. They're running in the grass. So we're going to have to be careful when we mow. Mum's in there somewhere. Oh, as I mow, they're moving, so I'm hoping I can just get round and then shift them. Absolute nightmare. I don't want that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mow the headland first. No, I'm going to go back and do the headland now, because what I can drive them to is, we might get Harry here and we'll have to drive them out to the headland so that we don't mow them. And then I haven't got to do the headland up until afterwards. Well, no, what I'm saying is, if I've done the headland, if I drive them off the grass to the headland, I haven't got to worry about them being there. Because I'm mowing into the middle, so the problem is I'm shrinking their area they can go into. So we're going to have to try and beat them almost, like you're on a pheasant shoot. Ironic really, isn't it? I'm hoping to save these little babies for someone to probably shoot them in the autumn. I don't do shooting myself, it's not my thing. But yeah, those aren't ones that have been let out though. These are ones that are born in the wild. They're not released birds. Although the mum might be. The mum might be from a released one from a shoot from last autumn. Right, let's crack on with this. Look, it's going quite well. And see if we can get rid of those. I've stopped now. Can't see those pheasants. I've done the headland. The pheasants seem to have disappeared. Well, they still must be there. I'll have to have another look in a minute. In the meantime, on the headland we have this stuff. That one's still attached. This stuff growing out from the hedge, blackthorn. Absolute nightmare. So invasive. And look, it's growing out into the hay. And it's all very well I'm topping it off, but I'm also creating a problem for the tedder in the fact that it's got some horrible meaty big thorns on it. These are really spiky, these, and they'll puncture a tyre. So Harry, while he's waiting for me, has got the job of walking around picking these out. How are you getting on, Az? Yep. Are you loving it, loving it, loving it?
No.
These are lovely jobs for a summer holiday, aren't they?
Mhm.
It's the payoff. Ow, they are really quite nasty. Those really hurt. It's the payoff for having the joy of the tractor, Harry. Alright? Because we're going to reduce our chances of getting a puncture in it, although I think it's quite likely we will. We do most years. But look how it's grown out from the hedge. So I trimmed this hedge this autumn, and that's grown out. I'm going to have to come back along here. I don't think, obviously I must have missed that one with the hedge trimmer. I'm going to come back down here in the spring and in the autumn and do them. How are you getting on? Alright mate, if I see those pheasant chicks I'll give you a shout. We need to get rid of them, alright? Alright, oh look, there's one right out here. See, they run on another one. It's right out here, Harry. I'm supposed to be mowing, but let's stop for a second. Really annoying. Such an invasive plant. Look, right out here. You wouldn't think we mowed it last year, would you? That's all fresh growth. Really annoying. I wouldn't recommend putting blackthorn down if you're planting a hedge or anything, because it is so invasive. If you plant hawthorn, that doesn't grow out in the same way as blackthorn. But blackthorn sort of has runners under the ground, and before you know it, the plant's growing out into the field. So my dad took over this field, I think, late 60s, early 70s. He bought this. It's called Miss King's ground because Miss King owned it. And I know from what he told me, when he took it over, it was covered in blackthorn because it had been allowed to sort of go. The lady was quite old and she just sort of let it go. And you can see why, if you know, he had to cut it all out and get rid of it. But you can see why that would happen again if I left it. It's the mowing that gets rid of it, but it doesn't get rid of it properly. It just prunes it, really. That's the unfortunate thing. And the tyres on the tractor aren't such a problem because they're thick rubber, but it's the tyres on the tedder. They're only skinny little things. Right, let's get on with this. Oh, Larry, he's got his work cut out there. Still, you've got to take the rough with the smooth on a farm, haven't you? Good jobs, bad jobs. Well, I've just seen a pheasant heading that way over towards the hedge, so I'm hoping that is the pheasant with the chicks. I couldn't see the chicks, but I'm hoping that she's sort of guided them away already while I was playing around with Harry, perhaps. Because I don't really want to have to look for them in this grass. It's quite tall. Obviously you can see why it's a great place to have a brood of chicks, because not only is there great cover there, but there's also absolutely stacks of grasshoppers and stuff. I mean, even when I was walking through it, they're all jumping up. So it's almost like a bird feeding ground. Anyway, we'll see. Well, there's no sign of those chicks. I reckon they've long gone, so I'm quite lucky on that. That must have been that mum who heard them over. She took them away. Harris is still going around the edge. I'm going to grab him in a minute and get him to start. He can start heading while I'm mowing the middle bit. So we'll have two tractors going out here. There you go, well I'm on the last strip of grass in the middle. I'm going to stop for lunch once I've done this one. I've got another one to do as well. But I just said to Harry, bring the tether in, get tether in. Get Ted in. So he's going to crack on with that in a minute. He'll be in here with a 265 while I'm still doing the middle bit. That works really well. It's going to save me a lot of time. That pheasant's definitely gone with the chicks. What a relief. Right. There she blows. It's Hazza. There he goes. Carry on with this. I'm gonna finish this in 5 minutes. We'll stop and then we'll have a quick look at how Harry's getting on before we stop for lunch. But we're cracking on. We are cracking on, people. The dynamic new duo of farming. Funky Farmer and Hazza. What a couple. Right, I'm just interested. I'm going to turn the camera around in a minute. Use my zoom on. I've nearly finished it. So it's 12:30, and it's Friday, so I'm a little bit late posting this, but you know where videos have to be a little bit late, so I haven't got time to edit them and do the farm work quickly. But it's, so the M5 is heading south and everyone's going on holiday, and it's 12:30 and it is nearly stationary. I'm going to zoom right in, maximum zoom, if I can get, can you see that? Look at that up there. Sorry if it's a bit blurry. Let me just look at that. Look at that. If you're on that coach, that's a bit of a rubbish day out, isn't it? I'm zooming down now. Woo! That's a hell of a zoom on here, isn't it? Hell of a zoom. Yeah, round this way, M5 heading south, absolute nightmare. So much so that we tend to avoid going on the motorway this time of year. Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, you would think at sort of lunchtime it'd be okay, but what that probably is That's not local traffic. That'd be traffic coming down from sort of Birmingham direction, maybe further north than that. That maybe set off at 8 o'clock this morning, and they all hit this area about lunchtime. Hoping to get to their holiday cottage for the evening tonight. Absolute nightmare. The only real time to go, well, if you're up north and you're trying to time your times, it's really difficult. You probably got to leave at 4 in the morning to get down here at a reasonable time to avoid the traffic, you know? Or you go late at night when no one else is around, but that means you end up late in your holiday cottage, doesn't it? But for me, it's not so bad for me. I'm able to control that. If I want to go somewhere on Saturday, I've got to be on that motorway by 6 o'clock really. 7 at the latest on Saturday mornings. In fact, our cattle haulier is coming to get our calves tomorrow, and he texted me just now and said, can I pick up early? I'll be picking you up at 6:45 because I reckon he'll be on the motorway by 7 o'clock. Because most people, what happens is they get out of bed, have their breakfast, and then aiming to hit the motorway about 8:30, 9 o'clock. That's too late. All the ones local around here be hitting it then. On a Saturday morning, that's too late. Maybe not on a Friday morning. Saturday morning, absolute nightmare after about 8 o'clock. Right, anyway, we're doing all right here. Harry's cracking on, I'm cracking on. We'll stop in a minute. Right. That's actually me done on the mowing. That's quite nice. Oof. Can't do this very well one-handed. Excuse me. Lift off. Right. There we go. Up and away. Right. Shut that down. Right, I'm going to get back up the top and give Harry a lift up for lunch in a minute. He's just going to go around a little bit more, and then we'll be back. I've got to mow the other field over there while he can ted this one, and then he'll come in there afterwards. So it'll work out quite well because he's going to be quicker than me on the tedder, really, I think. Just so he can go a bit faster, I think, steady on the mower. So that'll work out quite well. He'll probably finish this before I finish that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. If he finishes early, I just can have a little rest in the field. Not bad. Not bad. This is why you have children, folks, isn't it? So that you take the pain out of your old age. or they inflict you a load of pain in your old age, depending what your kids are like. Let's hope mine turn out alright. They're not too bad so far. Right, anyway, I'm waffling. Right, let's get on. I'm just going to stop here. This is why there's so many pheasants and stuff in here. There's little grasshoppers in the... Can you see them? They're hopping around. If I go like that, I think I've got one. There. Oh, it's gone. Oh, I'm no good at catching grasshoppers, but there's one just jumped. They're all in the grass, lots of little grasshoppers. Anyway, that's what the pheasants are after. There's Hazza. He's happy as a sandboy, isn't he, as they say. Seems to be going alright. Oh, a bit close to mower then, Harry. Let him go around once more, and then we'll go for lunch. I'll have a quick check on it as well. My job. That's my job. Get off my job. I've got my nice job. That's my lovely summer job. I could spend hours on that. I have spent hours tedding. I love that job. But the good thing is, I can still love that job, because if I get a 35 on the tedder, that's going to be the next video, I think. If I get a 35 on the tedder, then that's going to be happy days. Harry can ted one field and I can do the other with the 35. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, we'll sort that up over the weekend and try and get that tedder up and going. That would be a bit of fun, wouldn't it? Right. Anyway, we'll just leave him to it. well, we won't even do it. I'm going to lunch with him, but we'll see him in a bit. There you go, Hazza. You enjoy your life. You do so far. Right, well, Harry's coming up in a minute, but I just thought while I'm here, I'll just point out the ash dieback still gripping this farm and getting worse. Look at this lovely little ash over there that I left in the hedge 20 years ago as a little sapling. Look at that, it's flipping dying off. What a nightmare. I noticed some of the other ashes are looking really sick now. It's really starting to grip on the farm. I'm gonna do an update video on the ash dieback soon, because I'm sort of following its progress, and I am seeing a change again this year, just getting more severe. What can I do? Nothing. Hoping that some will survive. There are a few that are looking healthy. We'll see. Anyway, Harry's now coming up. There he is. He's giving it an inspection. Giving it an inspection.
The gate came open.
Oh, did it? It does that occasionally. It's a bit worn. The other thing as well is to check the tines. Any loose tines. They shouldn't be too bad because I tighten them all. If one comes loose, you'll hear it start making a clicking noise.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear anything.
No. So you'll get the odd one that will.
Normally I hear the gate bang against
Yeah.
it, but I didn't. Just
Well, that's okay. I think they're fine. They're all right on this side. We've got a few tines need changing, but right. Should we go for lunch?
Yeah. I'll just.
All right. Oh no, you don't need to put that. You could leave the tractor here. We'll just take mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it in.
Yeah, just leave it there. Hey?
We're gonna put it in second round.
No, just leave it here. We'll take mine up.
Alright, I'll get my squash.
I'll drop you back here when we come back. All right. What you got?
Squash.
Oh yeah. Did you drink much?
Like half a bottle.
Oh crikey.
Yeah.
Thirsty work being farm manager, isn't it? Right. Oh look, I got a bit of hay on the mower.
Oh, I think you missed some.
I don't think I missed any.
I thought you did at the top.
No, I had a problem where it's just got wedged in there. It doesn't like going over pre-mown grass. Oh dear. It's a bit. This is the difference between this mower and the other one. I've noticed is that if you go over any pre-mown grass, it tends to sort of scuff it up and get caught on the blades. Whereas the old mower, you could just sort of skim over it. It must be how it's set. Be careful on those blades. Right, they're all right. Right.
Nice and shiny.
They're getting a bit worn, but nothing too bad, are they? Plenty of wear on. They don't wear as quick as the other mower because there's more blades on here, so they do less work each one. Right, let's go for lunch. Okay, well, we'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned because hopefully that's the 35 tedding. Crack on, Harry.
I'll go back.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. See you later.
Enjoy sit down.
See you later. Do you want to sit down? I've got to stand up. Flipping out, he just wants all my life. I just turned into the boy now, aren't I?
Yep.
Am I just a boy? Part-timer. Alright, anyway, we're off. See you later. Crack on.